Rediscovering Gita for the Modern World by Shrikant Soman. Based on essays on Gita by Sri Aurobindo. Chapter 5. The Battleground of Life. Continued from the previous episode. Episode 46. The Perverse Consequences of Ideals. The Paradox of Struggle and Divine Will. God's Dual Nature, Love and Destruction. Key Takeaways. The Paradox of Consequences. The inevitable nature of strife. Facing God and existence honestly. The blame cannot be shifted. The Creator as destroyer. Main passage. Consequences are terrible. At the same time, if we consider the subsequent consequences, an easy optimism becomes even less possible. Take the example of the patriot dying in order that his country may be free. Now, let us observe the same country, a few decades after the Lord of Karma has paid the price of the blood and the suffering that was given. You will see that the same country has become an oppressor itself. It has become an exploiter and conqueror of colonies and dependencies. It is devouring others so that it may aggressively live and succeed in life. The Christian martyrs perish in their thousands, setting soul force against empire force so that Christ may conquer. Christianity prevail. Soul force does triumph. Christianity does prevail, but not the Christ. The victorious religion becomes a militant and dominant church. It is then more fanatically persecuting power than the creed and the empire which it replaced. The same religions organize themselves into powers of mutual strife. They battle fiercely against each other in order to live, to grow, and to possess the world. All these observations invariably lead us to show that there is some fundamental element of existence which makes this strife and struggle an inevitable fact of life. It may even be the initial element rooted in our existence from the very beginning of life on earth. We do not know how to conquer it. This may be because either it cannot be conquered due to its very nature, or it may be because we have not looked at it with a strong and impartial gaze. A gaze that will enable us to recognize it calmly and fairly and know what it is. We must have the courage and impartiality to look at the existence in the face, in the eye-to-eye contact with it, if our sole aim is to arrive at a right solution, whatever that solution may be. And to look existence in the face is to look God in the face. These two cannot be separated. The responsibility for the laws of the world existence cannot be shifted away from Him who created them. It cannot be shifted away from that which constituted it. Even in this endeavor also we are tempted to palliate and equivocate. We erect a God of love and mercy. We erect a God of good, a God who is just, righteous and virtuous. This is done according to our own moral conceptions of justice, virtue and righteousness. All that is outside the scope of the definition of our God is then termed as not being He or not being His. We have several explanations for this. We treat it as being made by some diabolical power. We theorize that our God tolerated or suffered this diabolical power for the purpose of working out its wicked will. We may say that the material of our existence which is not God is made out by some dark Ahriman counterbalancing our gracious Ormuzd. We may even surmise that it was the fault of some selfish and sinful man who has spoiled what was made originally perfect by God. This looks as if in this animal world, it was man who had created the law of death and devouring. We may say that it is really the nature who by a force of tremendous process creates and preserves. However, it is also the nature who slays and destroys what she has created and preserved. She effects destruction in the same step and by the same inevitable action as she creates.